the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
We have a beautiful late summer afternoon for football here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our quarterback matchup in this ball game, that's where the focus naturally gravitates. And I think we have a fairly interesting one here. Deshaun Watson of the Texans, Baker Mayfield of the Browns.
And I think that each quarterback wants to play this game with a faster tempo. They want to get the plays in quickly, get in and out of the huddle quickly, take just a few seconds at the line of scrimmage and survey the defense, and then attack. And I think that we'll see both offenses try to do that in this one.
Browns kicker Cody Parkey all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 5-yard line. The Texans ready to take over here on offense, and it's Deshaun Watson at the controls in his 5th season now in the NFL.
Another tremendous year in 2020 where he led the NFL with 4,823 yards. And remember, that was in a year after DeAndre Hopkins was traded to Arizona. Also, 3 touchdown passes against only 7 interceptions. A dynamic performer.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
first down, it's Watson. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Able to break one tackle, but quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Ingram. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan there to make the grab. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I guarantee you, along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And for the first time, here comes the Cleveland Browns offense, quarterbacked by Baker Mayfield, 4th-year man from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Baker Mayfield's coming off his best season yet. 26 touchdown passes, cut way down on his turnovers, and led the Browns to a playoff victory for the first time since 1994. This young man continues to mature as both a passer and
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is pass the ball for a little while. Get 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they get a touchdown.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and runs some. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Looking for the route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll go out. It looks like right at the 40. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. Nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
But the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. Sometimes he comes up really hyped up, and the ball might sail a little early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him, so maybe his feet don't set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all along the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
A run for Nick Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to stop behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses clear to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's 3rd down. Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those are in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hand? The ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at, see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Got him. Rashard Higgins. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going forward. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. It's Landry. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
There is something to a game trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to air under it and hope you downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the...
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks to tackle and support, as we just saw there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. 4th and goal. Their gave that offensive line one more chance to and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't it? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. That drive along, spanning 15 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trying out there. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think, that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to do now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. On 1st and 10, Watson, and he'll find Akins there, complete.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the deep, and giving your athlete a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing completion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Have a 1st down here at about the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A nice 1st down pickup on a 6. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 3 yards the game, 2nd down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd. Watson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended was David Johnson, and it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line. 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Screen Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46 line. Now the Browns 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. JoJo Natson back deep. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. 2nd drive up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go again?
I'm always cool that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they created sets up opportunity for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go for Beckham. This is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing, when you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get them.
Yeah, win that turnover. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. It's one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
the football going back out of the Houston Texans. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put them together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So my disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try points and feel great going to half.
After the interception, here's one. Shaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out, and it's second down.
He was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the Texans will burn the first timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Now the Texans will use 1 or 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Certainly not his best throw that, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field. And that's why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react, make a play on the football, and they take one of those away. The Browns now going to take over late in the first half, and they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with. Want to try to put something together. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go back to the air here after the IN last drive. He'll went underneath to Hunt. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimum.
Final play of the half. Mayfield throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Higgins. And he is out of bounds, able to cross the 20-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime in the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. There's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency, but in a tie game, they know tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two as we come back for this second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7 score. This is JoJo Natson. And not much happened in return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns offense getting set to go to work. The third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I probably just looked at things and said we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. The third quarter starts with a run by and he's taken down the slip across the 35. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has that to be expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good up there, 8 yards on the completion. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Now is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of who's going to block better, who's going to better. In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love no exotic formations. Direction, just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On it's Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down at 11. Pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can mess us up in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken terrific run there, Charles. Back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Parkey adds the point, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off. And so with a touchdown run. After the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And to their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. Fights for only about a yard up to the 21. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now it's Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after Hopkins was shipped to Arizona. Wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
Watson on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a drive, and they're off to a fast here.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Lindsey now off the read option. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another yard carry, same as last play. First down.
For the guys playing defense, this has been a really long drive, and physically, that's awfully taxing. But I think the hardest part is mentally. What do you do?
Is going to do it. 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Gonna give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, Watson on 4th down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's in. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They're able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, down is a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're jubilant.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. They'll try and run some clock here as on the ground. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pad, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Second down. Here's Chubb again. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, the part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. 2 minutes left to play in the ball game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Watson to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Lindsey leaving in, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale. Expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Watson. Complete to Akins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Watson now to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Now it's Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's third down.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Watson. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win.